Hello. Okay, I'll wait for others to join our live before we'll start. We do actually have good news, guys, about travel to the Philippines, what we have been waiting for a very long time. Okay, if you are on our video or on our live, can you please make a comment, guys? Let me know if everything's doing all right. Can you hear me clearly? Hey Cheryl, shout out to Cheryl. Cheryl is always the first to join our live or premiere. Hi Philum Gabe, can you guys hear me clearly? Please let me know. This is my first time doing this kind of live. All sounds good, thanks Philum Gabe. Yay! So how many are we now? Oh, 216. Wow, you guys are fast. So let's go ahead. I won't waste your time. Let's go ahead with the update on Philippine travel, and this is very, very good news. I can finally say that we are finally open to the world, like full reopening. What we have been waiting for, no, the official announcement is here. It was delivered by the DFA Undersecretary Dodo Dulay. All right, let me actually share my screen with you. Okay. Now, can you see my screen, guys? Yeah, you can see my screen. Finally, the official announcement is here and it's effective immediately, guys. It's already signed by the President. The IATF Resolution number 2, it was shared to us by the Department of Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Dodo Dulay. So this is the IATF Reso number 2, signed and approved by the President. And there was a memorandum sent to all government officials, to the public, letting them know that the President has already approved the easing of travel protocols. So what is it? What is this easing of testing and quarantine protocols? Alright, let's go ahead, guys. But before we start, I want to be clear. All travelers, regardless of nationalities, will be under the same rules. I'm happy to share it to you guys. Fully vaccinated Filipino or foreign nationals, you will be under the same rules, okay? Filipino or foreign nationals will be under the same rules. What only matters is your vaccination status. So what is the protocol for the fully vaccinated individuals? As long as you're fully vaccinated, guys, pre-departure testing, whether Filipino or foreign nationals, shall no longer be required. Yes, before you needed to have a booster, pero booster is totally irrelevant now for travel to the Philippines. As long as you're fully vaccinated, no need for pre-departure tests. Again, in Filipino, basta fully vaccinated ka, hindi mo na kailangan magpa-test. Okay? Guys, please don't send your comments yet because I won't be able to read it. I'll read your comments or questions after we finish the presentation, okay? So going back, as long as you're fully vaccinated, guys, no need for testing. No need for testing as long as you're fully vaccinated. So let us be very clear who is considered fully vaccinated. As long as you have completed the 2 dose. So for example, you have first dose and second dose of Pfizer or Moderna or Sinopharm or Sinovac. You know, they are accepted brands of vaccines. You have completed 2 shots, then you are considered fully vaccinated. If you have 1 shot of J&J, only first dose of J&J, you are already considered fully vaccinated. And another thing is that it should be more than 14 days since your second dose or first dose of J&J. No, you can't you can't travel right away after you finish your second dose. Wait muna ng 14 days. But I know majority of you have been vaccinated a long time ago, probably last year or early this year. And don't worry, guys, if you receive your vaccinations in 2020 or 2021, it will still be accepted. In the Philippines, walang expiration. So it doesn't matter when you got it, whether it was last year or 2021, it's still accepted as long as it is more than 14 days. And important is that you present accepted vaccination proof, of course. And they are not strict. The Philippines is not strict. Even if you have, let's say, a Japanese vaccination proof, it is accepted as long as the date, your complete name, and the brand of the vaccine is there. It's accepted. So when it comes to accepted vaccination proof, we're pretty flexible. WHO yellow card is accepted. If you're vaccinated in the Philippines, VaxCert PH is accepted. National or state digital vaccination certificate is accepted. As long as it is a vaccination proof card or certificate issued by a government, it will be accepted. So wherever you are in the world, whether you got vaccinated in Africa, in North America, in Antarctica, as long as the vaccination proof is issued by a government, accepted in the Philippines. Accepted po yan. So guys, if you're fully vaccinated, the main thing that you need to do really is to register to e-arrival card. And as we mentioned in our last video, really I strongly suggest guys to register to e-arrival card before your flight. Now e-arrival card is still required for entry to the Philippines. Again, if you're fully vaccinated, no need for testing, just register to e-arrival card. For senior citizens or people who find it difficult, you can still do it upon arrival in the Philippines. BOQ will help you, but expect that you will have to line up. That's why I suggest to do it before arrival. Moving forward, this is very exciting news for the unvaccinated. No need to quarantine, guys. Even if you're unvaccinated, partially vaccinated, or if your vaccination cannot be verified, let's say you lost your vaccination proof and wala na talaga. There are some OFWs who have messaged me na they have lost their vaccination proof na daw and wala na daw silang way para makuha yun. That's sad, pero at least wala ng quarantine kung wala ka talagang proof. So this is with the protocol for the unvaccinated, partially vaccinated, or vaccination cannot be verified. And they have adjusted the age, guys. Before, diba, 12 years old, but the protocol will be if you're unvaccinated or partially vaccinated Filipino or foreign national, 15 years of age or older, you will have to present a negative test result. Must present pre-departure test result. If you are unvaccinated, partially vaccinated, 15 years old or older. What is this test? Rapid antigen test. It can be remotely supervised or it can be laboratory based. But it must be administered or certified by a healthcare professional. So you still need to get a certificate. You can't just buy rapid antigen test kit from the store and then do it by yourself tapos bring the test kit to the Philippines without a certificate. Hindi yun pwede. Kailangan may certificate ka issued by a healthcare professional. So it can either be remotely supervised or laboratory based. And it should be taken within 24 hours before departure. And layovers, they're not counted as long as you stay inside the airport during layover. No, it's very common, especially if you're coming from Europe or North America, na your travel is more than 24 hours. Don't worry. No, layover is not counted as long as you stay inside the airport. Hindi ka nalalabas. So the basis is within 24 hours before departure. No, from your origin country, yung original kung saan ka talaga nanggaling. Okay? While, Jennifer, what if I don't take the test before my trip? What if I fail? So if you don't have a valid negative test result, you shall be required to take a rapid antigen test upon arrival in the Philippines. Okay? You will be tested upon arrival if you don't have that negative test result. Or if, let's say, you have a negative test result, but it's more than 24 hours, you didn't follow the time frame, well, you will also be tested again upon arrival. So without a valid negative rapid antigen test result, you will be tested upon arrival at the airport. Now, we don't have the details yet whether how much or will it be free. Char, I don't think it will be free. I'm not sure. There is no information yet also whether OFWs unvaccinated will get free tests. We don't have information on that yet. But I'm sure rapid antigen test doesn't cost much here in the Philippines. When I got my rapid antigen test last year, I only paid 600 pesos. It may be cheaper now or more. Pero not more than 900. Mga 600 to 900 pesos lang ang rapid antigen test. While for children, if you guys are traveling and you have children with you, accompanied minors below 15 years old who are not vaccinated shall follow the quarantine protocols of their parents or accompanying adult or guardian traveling with them. So if let's say you have an unvaccinated 12-year-old traveling with you, as long as you're fully vaccinated, no quarantine, no testing required. However, minors below 15 who are traveling by themselves, you have teenagers going home to the Philippines and they are not accompanied by adults. If the minor who is traveling without adults or without adult company, if they're fully vaccinated, no need for test. If they are unvaccinated, they need a test. Okay? If they are traveling on their own without adults. May teenagers kayo or mga batang papapauwi nyo ng Pilipinas, walang adults na kasama, kung unvaccinated sila, magpapatest pa sila, guys. Pwede naman upon arrival. Although I have a warning for those who are planning, unvaccinated travelers who are planning to avail the test upon arrival, naku po, warning guys. Because in the IATF Resolution number 2, any inbound traveler, whether Filipino or foreign national, who shall test positive for the test upon arrival shall be subjected to quarantine and isolation. Ayan. We don't want that. Imagine, you're so excited, finally you can come to the Philippines without quarantine. You avail the test upon arrival. Boom! You got a positive test result. You end up in quarantine, whether that's hotel or home quarantine. It's risky. Sometimes you can still test positive without having any symptoms. You guys know that. We've been in the pandemic for 2 years. So, my suggestion guys, unvaccinated, partially vaccinated travelers, magpa-test. It's the best thing is to just take the test before arrival in the Philippines to avoid any unnecessary surprise of getting positive test result. Yun lang. Pero if you really have no choice, go take the risk. It's totally up to you. It's your choice. That is all about the update, guys. So far I haven't seen any advisory from airlines or immigration yet. It may siguro tomorrow or 2 days later. Let's wait for that. But don't worry, guys. This is official, and it's already effective, guys. I'm wondering though, people who are in quarantine right now, are they covered? Hopefully they are. They should be. Actually, IATF already issued this resolution since tignan natin. As early as October, when was that? October 4, but the president only signed it last October 28. See the gap? No, napakatagal niyang pinirmahan. Anyways, we're just happy that this is already official. This has been signed. You expect that immigration, the Bureau of Quarantine, DOH, all the agencies, airlines will also issue their own advisories. And I will give you a copy of the announcement by DFA Undersecretary in the comment section, guys, or in the description box. Right now, let me hear your chats. I haven't done live for a very long time. Oh, thank you, Off the Cut Adventures. Okay, let me answer your questions, guys. Go send your question. This one is from Maria. I have a question. I am unvaccinated and I am traveling with a 3-year-old. Does my 3-year-old need to take a rapid antigen test? Let's review the protocol. Accompanied minors below 15 years of age who are not vaccinated shall follow the quarantine protocols of their parents. In my understanding right now, guys, Rhea, I think your minor will need to take a test as well. I will confirm that with BOQ. Right now, our understanding, Your minor will also need to take a test since you are unvaccinated. Ito yung nakasulat eh. Follow the quarantine protocols of the parent na kasama. I will inquire with BOQ for that, for you, Rhea. Okay. Another question. Mm, I haven't done any customs entering the Philippines. I will do that soon, John. How are you guys doing? From Garrett. You have questions, guys? Go shoot the wall. Oh my goodness. Go shoot them. When does this go into effect? It should take effect and now because it's already signed by the president, confirmed by the Department of Foreign Affairs. Hello from Mykonos, Greece, Evelyn. Wow, Mykonos is such a beautiful island. I've been there once. I'm fully vaxxed. Am I all set or do I have to do the test prior to traveling? Rob, you don't need to do anything except just register to e-arrival card. Register to e-arrival card and you're good to go. When you arrive in the Philippines, they will scan your QR code and you can go anywhere after. That's the only thing you need to do if you're fully vaccinated. Register to e-arrival card. There should be an effective date. This was issued October 28th, signed by the President. From MC Crisostomo, do we need to fill out custom declaration? You know, the online custom declaration, it's only available in Naia Terminal 1. If you're not arriving or departing in Naia Terminal 1, no need to do customs online form. And besides, guys, the customs online form, it's optional. If you don't want to do it, there is still paper forms handed out at the airport. So don't worry about customs online form. Just focus on e-arrival card. Next question is from Mary Ann. Good day. Is travel health insurance required here in the Philippines? My fiance will arrive here this month. No. If you have a foreign national fiance, Mary Ann, and he's traveling here in the Philippines, no, travel insurance is not required, although it is recommended because hospitalization is expensive in the Philippines. Thank you, Tom. I'm just using my computer's camera. I was worried it won't be that clear. Next question. From John from Holland. My Filipina and me are in the Netherlands now. Coming Thursday, we fly to Cebu. So only e-arrival card? If you're fully vaccinated, John, yes. You would be covered by Balikbayan privilege, which gives you 1 year stay in the country. If you like, you can also bring marriage certificate. It's not usually asked, but it may come in handy in case airline asks for a return ticket. From Maria, does unvaccinated still need quarantine? No, quarantine is not required. The only reason that you could be sent to quarantine is that you avail the test upon arrival and you test positive. Tragic. That's why I suggest, guys, for the unvaccinated travelers, get your test in your home country. Don't do it here in the Philippines because there's a risk that you test positive and then what? You'll be sent to quarantine. Oh, tragic. Next is from Mark. From UK, do you still need to wear mask on flight? I think that would depend on your airline. In the Philippines, okay? In the Philippines, although indoor and outdoor mask wearing have been lifted, that is not that doesn't cover public transport. So if you are on a plane, you are still required to wear mask. But I'm not sure whether your airline would insist you on wearing masks since the flight is originating from abroad. From Garrett, e-arrival card, one pass site still, yes. However, Garrett, if you don't want to do it before your trip, you can do it upon arrival in the Philippines. But expect you will line up at the airport. Next from Gracia. What about PCR test instead of antigen test? No, PCR test is no longer an option. Unvaccinated travelers, you only have the rapid antigen test option. Don't use PCR test. We don't accept PCR test anymore. Only rapid antigen test. Next is from Pim. Is the saliva antigen test good enough? Yes, as long as it's a rapid antigen test, it's accepted. And a reminder, the result needs to be in a form of certificate. You can't bring a test kit with you. So you still need to coordinate with a pharmacy or a healthcare professional to issue a certificate for you. From Darren, got all my vax, do I need the app? What app? There's no app that you need. If you have your vaccination record on an app, take a screenshot and you can show that screenshot to the officer in Manila or at the airport. And mind you guys, the airport the Wi-Fi at the airport in the Philippines is not reliable. You should have a copy of your vaccination proof on your phone or printed. Don't rely on the airport Wi-Fi. Next is from Rowena. Before I answer that question, guys, please leave a like on the video. It supports the channel. Next is from Rowena. Hey Jennifer, if you are staying longer than 30 days, like 40 days, do I still need to get an exit clearance? No. If you're a foreigner who's only staying here in the Philippines for less than 6 months, you don't need anything when you leave in the Philippines. You don't need to pay travel tax. You don't need to pay or get an exit clearance. For less than 6 months of stay in the country, no requirements. From Melinda Mahilig. I'm a Canadian citizen, fully vaxxed, traveling in January 2023. Can I show the proof of vaccination through my phone? Yes. You can just show a vaccination record from your phone. I arrive on November 6th from Rob. Yay! Wow, that's only 4 days from today. Well, you're lucky. Does the terminal fee still exist at the Clark Airport? I haven't checked on that, but it would still be included. It would be already included in your airline ticket. Next is ano ang bagong protocol for 6-year-old pauwi ng Pilipinas? Mikey, I'll answer that in Filipino. Follow lang kung ano yung protocol ng magulang na kasama. Kung fully vaccinated na yung magulang na kasama or adult na kasama, mag-register lang sa e-arrival card. Yan lang yung gagawin at saka dalhin yung vaccination card or certificate. Oh, thank you, Garrett. You're very supportive. Guys, please leave a like on the video. It supports the channel. That's all I ask. Hello, Ben, my good friend. Ben, hello, Philippines. Follow his channel, guys. If you have any questions about life of a foreigner in the Philippines, you ask Ben. Hello, Philippines. Is Mandawi a safe spot? Cebu is a safe spot. Plenty of foreigners there. You will not be unique. You will not stand out in the crowd because there are many foreigners in Cebu and it's pretty safe. Cebu is very, very popular to foreigners. More popular than Manila. I was there last April and Cebu is so back to normal. Ano po ba Tagalog ng expensive profit? I don't know. Why do you ask Just Jerry? Next question from Jason Moore. Can I avail of balikbayan privilege even if my wife is already in the Philippines? No. You can only avail balikbayan privilege if you enter together to the Philippines. Now, if you enter on your own, Jason, you'll be treated as a regular foreign tourist. You'll get the 30-day stay in the country. You're flattering over Kabongski TV. Char. I love Cebu. I'll be going there next week or 2 weeks from now. From Lori Davis. Do you think it's better to go in December or January? I'm scared of typhoon. Ah, you know what? You may hear in the news about the Philippines being always hit by the typhoon, but guess what? The Philippines is a big country. We're different islands, and typhoon, not all places here are affected by the typhoon. In fact, I'll share you here where I live. I live in Davao del Norte. I've never really experienced strong typhoon. We don't have typhoons. Only certain places in the country experience typhoons, but it depends where you are going. I'm scared of typhoon. Fair enough. But depends where you go. If you stay in a country that is in a place that is not affected by typhoon, then you shouldn't have to worry about it. I don't know where you are going, Lori, so I can't really answer your question. Um, from Francisco, do you think that e-arrival card will be eliminated by early next year? I don't think so, guys. I think e-arrival card will stay. I think the Philippines will switch to digital form. You remember the arrival card form, the paper form they hand out during the flight? I think they will switch to e-arrival card na. Pero as I said before, 'di ba, arrival card is not required for Filipinos. So eventually, baka hindi na din maging required ang e-arrival card for Filipinos. Oh, Jerry, you were joking pala. Thank you, Jerry. I love you all, guys. Oh, thank you, Mideline. You're welcome. Thank you, Susan. Char. Thank you, Kabongski. Just Flatu Essence says, mahal na tubo. Yeah, funny. Tama. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lori Davis. His or her boyfriend was killed in Cebu by Odette. I'm so sorry to hear that po. I'm traumatized from typhoon. Fair enough. Maybe you should go to an area that's not affected by the typhoon. Um, what else? Hi, Ben. You're still awake. I'm surprised. Thank you so much, Simply Sabi's World. From Z. Jen, my fiance, is supposed to be departure earlier. He's from Switzerland, and the Qatar Airways did not accept his antigen test. Why is that? There are two reasons. Probably his certificate wasn't valid, or his test was more than 24 hours. There are many reasons, pero I cannot answer that unless nakita ko yung certificate. Falcon, need daw po ng certificate. So, I don't know kung saan at kanino magpapatest. Sa labs, guys. Sa clinic, sa pharmacy, sa hospital. I-search nyo, guys. Meron naman talagang testing labs pa rin na naiiwan. Oh, Chris N is good to go. He has his e-arrival card and vaccination proof all printed and saved on the phone. Good job, Chris N. From Leds, do I need to get a visa if I will stay more than 1 month? I'm a former Filipino. Nako, you don't need a visa for staying more than 1 month. You can stay here for 1 year, visa free. If you have your old Filipino passport or birth certificate, bring it. And even if you don't have it, pag nakita ng immigration officer, you look Filipino, and you smile and you say, when you hand out your passport, you say, balikbayan. They may never ask of your proof na old Filipino passport or birth certificate. Most times, hindi naman talaga sila humihingi. They may just stamp the balikbayan stamp to you. So yun, if you are a former Filipino, you get the balikbayan privilege. You can stay here for 1 year without securing any visa. Oh, I love your voice, Jen. Wow, thank you, Mommy B. Thank you guys for your kind words. Um, if you have no more questions, baka magbabay na ako. Because it's pretty late na in the Philippines. Pupunta pa ako ng cemetery tomorrow. No, wala nang quarantine. Nobody needs to quarantine basta you have a negative test result if you are unvaccinated. If you're fully vaccinated, no need for testing. Just register to e-arrival card. Yun na lang, guys. Hi, Paul. Yes, you are loud and clear. I'm here in New York. Ooh, speaking of New York, I'll be there. Probably first week of December. Yeah, I think I'll go na, guys. When does this apply? Effective immediately. But we'll wait for the advisories of airlines and BOQ, but they should be effective immediately. It was already signed by the President, acknowledged by the Department of Foreign Affairs. Maybe tomorrow you'll see it on the news. Sorry, just Jerry. Hindi po ako talaga, hindi ako masyadong knowledgeable when it comes to OFW processes or documents po. I'm so sorry po. Yes. Reasonable prices. Maybe not because it will be peak travel na. November and December. Vaccinated, no more quarantine, just antigen test. That's right. Message boys. Okay, guys. I think I'll go now. Thank you so much for staying with me. Wow, 795 people are watching us. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you when I see you when we talk about another update. But this is all for today. God bless you all, guys. And let me know if you have landed today in the Philippines. Now, care to share your experience. Okay, I will answer this one last question. How long is the quarantine if you come up positive? Have to check on that, but it could be 5 days. 5 to 6 days. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day. I will see you again with another update, maybe tomorrow or the next day after. Bye-bye.